Today I want to talk about Big 12 coaches and their country music artist equivalents. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today I want to compare Big 12 coaches to country music artists. And it's my birthday today. So indulge me if you will. I spent way too much time thinking about this. And it's becoming one of my favorite things to do. Last year, I compared Big 12 coaches to rappers. This year, to the country music artists. And this is what I came up with. So I wrote it down. Bear with me as I basically read my thoughts and kind of expound a little bit on my thoughts. So as we begin preseason football camp in earnest, here's a list of Big 12 coaches and their country music artist comparisons. Now, starting with West Virginia Mountaineers coach Neal Brown. Country music equivalent, Kelly Pickler. You know her because she rode the coattails of an institution called American Idol, like Brown and others have been riding the coattails of an institution called Oklahoma. When he beat the number 3 ranked team in the country in 2011, rivals called him the National Coordinator of the Week, which I suspect is a lot like a country music artist being best known for being on television. But like Pickler, you'd rather have Brown than not. I think that kind of nails Neal Brown to the wall. And yes, I threw shade at that 2011 Texas Tech team because, well, I don't think that OU should have ever lost to that team. But kudos to Neal Brown, who was offensive coordinator at the time. Next on the list is Baylor head coach Matt Rule. Country music equivalent, Terry Clark. Rule is a Philly guy coaching a Baptist football team in Waco, Texas, and Clark is a Canadian singing country music that plays best at a bachelorette party in Texas. She's got songs called Emotional Girl, In My Next Life, and Poor Pitiful Me. Sounds like a Baylor fan talking about winning a national championship if I ever heard one. Okay. Next on the list, Texas Tech Red Raiders coach Matt Wells. Country music equivalent, Carrie Underwood. Like all great things, Wells and Underwood each began their careers in the great state of Oklahoma. The same year, Underwood announced Chakota, Oklahoma's presence to the world with her 2005 victory in American Idol. Wells was coaching Tulsa at the time. By 2013, Jesus had taken the wheel, and Wells was the head ball coach at Utah State. With more than 65 million albums sold, Underwood has sold enough albums for Billboard to list her as the reigning queen of country music. That's what Okies do, Wells. So, win. And bring Sallisaw with you. Next on the list, TCU Horned Frogs coach Gary Patterson. Country music equivalent, Jennifer Nettles. Okay. Show me a woman with more talent to sing and write stuff of heartbreak than Nettles, and I'll show you Tammy Wynette, Loretta Lynn, and not a whole hell of a lot else. Gary Patterson is an OG, triple OG in this game, and every year ends with us calling him one of the best defensive minds in college football, while grown men, TCU fans, cry into their beers knowing the heartbreak remains the same. Next on the list, Kansas State Wildcats coach Chris Kleiman. Country music equivalent, Kelsey Ballerini. Like the day Kleiman was hired to succeed K-State legend Bill Snyder, casual fans are looking at Kelsey Ballerini on this list and saying, who in the blue hell blazes is this? Well, she was the first female country artist to see her first 3 singles hit the top of the Billboard since Winona Judd. And Kleiman has won as many national titles as Barry Switzer and Bob Stoops have combined. But now we're all expecting her to compete with the big boys on a regular basis, and we're expecting him to do the same thing, but you ain't in North Dakota anymore, Chris. As a matter of fact, you're in Kansas now, so like the only person to come out of there and get to the yellow brick road is Dorothy. Good luck to you. Next on the list, Iowa State Cyclones head coach Matt Campbell. Country music equivalent, Sir Evans. Like Evans, no one really has a problem with Campbell. In fact, most folks root for both. While Evans has released 8 albums, like Campbell, most folks know her for that one win. Born to Fly went double platinum, and Campbell beat Oklahoma in Norman. Neither has felt threatening to anyone since. It's fine. It really is. It's just fine. Next on the list, Kansas Jayhawks coach Les Miles. Country music equivalent, Miranda Lambert. Lambert's debut album, Kerosene, was certified platinum and included 3 singles, including 3 that all charted in the top 40 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs. That was 2005. Miles won a national title in 2007. And like Lambert, Les couldn't wait to get the hell out of Oklahoma. And you know what? They might not be welcome back. For those of you that don't know the story of Les Miles and Valero Alamo Bowl, he went into halftime saying, anybody here that thinks that I took a job at LSU is flat wrong, and we're going to go out here and win a football game. And to which players were all like, what the hell is he talking about? Turned out he did take a job to LSU, and he didn't tell his team about it. He just left. Yeesh. Also, for those of you who don't know, Miranda Lambert threw shade at Oklahoma in her divorce to Blake Shelton on national television, and most people are very upset about it here. Next on the list is Oklahoma State Cowboys coach Mike Gundy. Country music equivalent, Gretchen Wilson. Wilson brought that bright red power and blue-collar idyllic back to country just when Taylor Swift had turned things into pretty and breakup songs. Gundy doesn't do soft snowflake hipsters, or, by God, does he ever look like the kind of guy who's going to give me one hell of a deal on trading in your beat-up pickup for something lifted custom to bust them while blaring Redneck Woman. And don't mind those Christmas lights on his front porch in July. We celebrate Jesus year-round around here. Next on the list, Texas Longhorns coach Tom Herman. Country music equivalent, Shania Twain. I make jokes about Tom Herman like I make jokes about Shania Twain, but Twain's The Woman in Me sold more than 20 million copies. She's won 5 Grammys, 27 BMI Songwriter Awards, and is the only female artist across the world to own 3 consecutive albums that earned diamond certification. For his part, Herman might sing along to Shania Twain records, who knows? But I'll be doggone if they ain't the kind to inspire an unflinching following even as they kiss and sing, any man of mine better be proud of me. Better shimmy, shake, make the earth quake, kiss, turn. What is it? Kick, turn, stomp, stomp. Yeah, I'm not going to keep going on this. I'm embarrassed myself already. Last on the list is Oklahoma Sooners coach Lincoln Riley. Country music equivalent, Kacey Musgraves. From the moment Musgraves dropped Merry-Go-Round, anyone with at least one ear and a thirst for innovation in the form has been hell-bent on getting her to the top of the list of the most listened to country artists still working. In fact, she has become an international smash with 4 studio albums, with the latest, Golden Hour, winning Album of the Year at the Grammys. Like Riley, she probably a touch overrated for someone who hasn't ruled the roost, but I'm wagering Lincoln and Musgraves are like novocaine. Just give it time. Always works. All right, that is it for me. Deuces.